Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Geeky Kitchen. We are back with episode 4, a Winchester family dinner. We took last week off because of the hurricane. We weren't sure how that was really going to go. Very fortunately, we didn't really get any damage. We didn't really get any very heavy rain. Wind blasted through for a while, but all in all, we came out of it pretty unscathed, so that was great. But we are back with our final week of the Supernatural cookbook. And I figured what way to go out. It's the Winchesters, Sam and Dean and Mary and their dad and, John. And it's what it was all about. Yeah, they were monster hunting, demon hunting, angel hunting, everything under the sun that was evil and maybe even not so evil hunting. But the reality was that show was about family, both blood family and found family. And it's one of the things that made that show so great for 15 seasons. And I absolutely love that show. So it's time for a Winchester family dinner. We got a little bit of everything. We're going to start with an appetizer, a shaker salad. Wow, shaker salad, because Sam likes to be healthy. Then we have the Winchester surprise casserole. That was something that Mary used to whip up for the kids, and when she came back, it was something they really wanted her to make, and she would make it for them. And in the 300th episode, when John came back and they were able to actually eat as a family, that's what they had. And then, of course, we can't have a Supernatural cookbook without pie, right? Dean loves pie. A lot. So we're going to make a sweet cherry pie as well. And in fact, we're going to start with that. So hopefully you joined our Discord and got the recipe so you could kind of get your stuff and move along. If not, please join our Discord. Also, please like and subscribe on all the things. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're feeling generous, please subscribe. It's just $5 a month. It really helps the channel. Or you can use your Amazon Prime subscription, make Jeffrey Bezos for it, pay for it, stick it to the billionaires. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, like button, hit that subscribe button as well. And if you're on Kick, which we're now on, hit the follow button there as well as on Facebook. Again, if you go to any of my socials and go to my link tree, there's a link to our Discord. You can join our Discord. And there's a section for the Geeky Kitchen recipes each week. So we've got that. I'd also like to announce that it came out yesterday. It came in the mail today. I got the official Harry Potter cookbook. And so we're going to be doing Harry Potter in December, right around, of course, it's Christmas time, and those movies tend to fall around that. So we're going to be doing that. But next week starts our Marvel cookbook. Now, this will be a shorter series because of this week I just took off, but we will go back to that book. That book is long enough that we can visit it another time later on. So we're going to do that. But coming in October, I'm super excited. We're going to be doing the Ghostbusters cookbook. Spooky season. Why would we not? And there's a lot of really cool and really cute things in there. It's a lot of fun. And then November, there's something in my eye. November, we're doing the God of War cookbook, which is very international in its recipes. It's kind of an all over the world kind of thing. I'm really looking forward to that. And I figured it'll be good for, November. So we're doing that. So let's get started on the pie. Now, first things first, you got to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I have already done that. But if you haven't yet, you'll want to go ahead and do that, but you'll have time. So the next thing you want to do is get the pie crust. Now, you can make your own pie crust, and in fact, if you have the Supernatural book, there is a section right in the beginning of the dessert section. Where's my pie crust? There it is. There is a section that tells you how to make your own, but really it's not necessary. You can get 2 pie crusts from the store, no problem at all. We're going to get that out. Let go. Let go. Okay, 2 pie crusts. I'll pick it up later. All right. Oh. Oops. Let's grab a paper towel real quick. Had the bag of cherries sitting there. And wee bit cold, but there we go. All right, dry that out. Now we're going to take our first crust here. Take it out, unroll it, get a nice round pie crust. I'm going to put it right in the pan. You know what? You guys might want to see this. So we got our pan. Lay this right in there. Make sure it's nice and flat along the side. Don't push too hard. And try not to crimp if you can. That's not time for that yet. But you do want to get it down in there. And voila. Voila. Set that aside for a moment because now it's time to mix our ingredients. So you want 5 cups of cherries that have been pitted and drained. Oh, it looks like I need to drain these again, so I will do that. Oops. All right, don't be looking at my butt. All right. Pop this out. Take our cherries to the sink. Get those drained. Grab a drink, stay hydrated. I'm going to give these a quick rinse. Now, when you get the cherries, you want to make sure you get pitted ones, because trust me, you don't want pits in your pie. Really rinse that out. Also, rinse the cherry juice out of your sink so as not to stain anything. Rinse it a little bit more so I can make sure it comes out clear.
Greetings from our house to yours.
Hello there. I don't know who it is. I can't see. But I'll check it in a second. And grab my bowl here. So again, it's 5 cups of cherries. You can get them frozen. You just want to make sure you thaw them out. You just want to make sure you thaw them out first. There we go. Who was it that said hello? Oh, Jason, thank you. All right. Why didn't chat come up? For some reason, chat isn't coming up on the screen. That's weird. Oh well. All right, let's get back to this. We got our cherries. We need a 1/2 cup of sugar. And anybody from the South knows that you have a coffee tin full of sugar. So we need a 1/2 cup. Where are you at? 1/2 cup. There we go. 1/2 cup of sugar and a 1/2 cup of flour. And we're going to need cornstarch. Did I bring the corn? Oh, I got to get the seat. Talk about being prepared. Oh. Get there. Okay, it's a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. All right, so 1/2 cup of sugar. 1/2 cup of sugar. flour. Half a cup there. Come on. Come on. There you go. Half cup flour. Grab our cornstarch. Because we need a quarter cup cornstarch. Quarter cup. Okay, quarter cup of cornstarch. There we go. Quick rinse. Okay. All right, quarter cup of cornstarch. Got half a lemon. I've got lemon juice here. It's about half a lemon. Okay. And then we need a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a teaspoon of almond extract. So we grab our teaspoon here.
So we have you on our TV, and Alexis said that this is cool and you have been in battle because of the stickers on the fridge.
That's awesome. All right, teaspoon of almond. Well, I mean, been in battle before. Ah! Dripped a drop of almond on my finger. You know, my almond finger's gonna smell like almond extra. Good lord, that's strong. Wow. Okay. Need a teaspoon of vanilla. A touch extra. Because why not? You know? Quick rinse. Okay. All right. Then we grab our spatula and we mix well. This is our filling for the pie, and we're going to put that right in there. Look at that pretty color. You guys can't hear. Hold on. I want you to see this. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Smells wonderful. Now, it does call for sweet cherries. I did go for dark cherries when I got it. And that's because that's all the store had. The store did not have sweet cherries, but that's okay. I think these will be better anyways. I like these. Okay. So we're going to mix it well. Pour it right into the crust here. I'm making a mess, dripping everywhere. I just realized that. Press that down a little bit, make it nice and even. Clean as you go. Okay. Now we're going to take our second pie crust. Oh. Yes. second pie crust first. I made a mess. So again, cleaning as I go. There we go. I have to get a shirt that says clean as I go. Okay. So we take the second one. Take our second crust here. Unroll it. Oh, don't you start sticking. Okay. Now, as you can see, there in some pictures it's like you can do a lattice work. So if you want to like cut this up, that is a possibility. I'm going to crimp the edges together. You can use a fork to do this as well, just kind of press it together, but I just like using my hands. Although I might go back with a fork to get a little extra press here. This is not sticking as well as I thought it might. Actually, that did pretty well. And then we got some extra here, so we're going to kind of crimp that up. But not like any real uniform kind of way. You want it to look homemade. Now, if you don't do the lattice work, which I did not do, you do want to cut vents in it. And you can get as creative as you want. And I'm going to try something. And I may regret this. Huh. I'm trying something, guys. I'm going to try something. As some of you may know, I did do food artistry for quite some time. It's one of the things that I won awards for. I love doing it. At Halloween, I will do a really cool pumpkin carving, hopefully, if I find a good pumpkin. Hoping you guys have already figured out what I'm trying to do here. I just hope it's enough of a vent, to be honest. Hmm. What do you guys think? Turn it to where you guys can see it. For some extra vents in the beard, like hairlines. Let's see how that turns out. Now, one last thing before we throw it in the oven, gotta do an egg wash on it. So we grab our other bowl, and it's 1 egg and a tablespoon of milk beaten together. So we grab an egg. It's going to be a tablespoon of milk. I was thinking about putting in the letters. AJ, what did you think of the Jim Cornette TikTok? I thought that was a really good TikTok, AJ. I thought it's a little rare to get such kind words out of Jim Cornette. So good on him for being the bigger person there. I thought it was well said. Okay. So we're just going to beat this together. And I realized I put the sugar up, and I'm going to need more sugar. 2 tablespoons worth, actually. Because you're going to sprinkle that on top to give it a crust. All right, don't want to whip it up too much because you're going to start making a meringue. Before I do that,
Honest question. What do your roommates do when you are doing this? I don't hear them at all.
I lock them in their closets. I make sure to slide pancakes under the door. No. So, as some of you may know, and some of you may not know, uh, my parents live with me. And they just, one goes to their room, one goes to the office and hangs out. And that's just what they do. Try to give me some time to get this done. Plus, they like the food. So, trying to put these letters in. Kind of wish I'd have done this with an X-Acto knife now that I think about it. But that's okay. Come on. There's a big cherry right there. I can feel it. Okay. There we go. The Geeky Kitchen. It'll be fun. We're just gonna brush this on. Brushing on the egg and milk and stuff. It's just egg and milk. I said egg and milk and stuff, but it's just egg and milk. This will get you that nice golden brown color, and then we're going to get some sugary crystallization as well once I put the sugar on. All right, you want to get it on there. You want to go ahead and coat it. It isn't going to hurt it. There we go. Okay. Let's get the sugar back. Need 2 tablespoons of it. And then we're going to sprinkle that on the crust as so. And again, this is a sweet cherry pie, and this is part of how you make it a sweet cherry pie. You want to make sure it's evenly coated, so just keep going around. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. I think we missed some over here, so we can get that. Once again, I'm making a mess with sugar. I'm apparently really good at that. Here we go. And there we go. There we go. Okay. I'm going to have to clean it up. But we are ready to put that in the oven. I accidentally hit something on the microwave. So we're going to do 20 minutes at 350. Then you're going to bring the temperature up to 400 and bake another 30 to 35 minutes. And you're going to keep an eye on it because you're going to get that. You don't want it to burn the crust, but you want it to be golden brown. And then we're going to remove it from the oven and allow it to cool for, it says for at least 2 hours. I don't know if we're going to have 2 hours to do that, but we'll get by. Okay. So go ahead and put it right in your middle shelf, right in the middle of the oven. Start our timer. 20 minutes and go. Yeah, 20 minutes at 350, and then we're going to up that. Again, clean as you go. Let's get all that excess sugar off our countertop there. So next up is we're going to go ahead and start making the Winchester surprise casserole. So ingredients. First things first, we're going to layer our biscuits in. Now with the biscuits, one thing you want to do, hold on, let me get to the right page here. Make sure I remember what I'm doing. Okay. So we're going to cut each raw biscuit into 6 to 8 pieces and layer it in the bottom of our pan. Now, quickly, if you do not have a 9 by 13 pan or a pie pan like I had, I didn't either. My 9 by 13 was rusted out, I had to throw it out. Dollar Tree, baby. Dollar Tree. They even have different colors. If you don't like red, they have blue. I think they even have black. Different colors. $1.25. Pie pan was $1.25. All right, take this off. Pop that. That's always fun. That's always so much fun. Get our biscuits out. And again, you want to cut these into 6 to 8 pieces and layer the bottom. And they don't have to be even. They don't have to be, you want to make them roughly the same size, but they don't have to be like perfect in any way. Remember, they are going to expand. So get them in the pan and then rearrange them once they're in. That was a big piece. I'll go ahead and cut an extra piece out of that. Now you could technically layer these on top of each other and try cutting it, but what ends up happening when you do that is they mush together. And they tend to become very hard to pull apart. See, we're already running out of space. That's okay. We can rearrange. Now, you might be asking, if you're just layering them on the bottom, why even bother cutting them? It's because it's the only way to guarantee that all the dough on the inside gets cooked right. If you leave them together, the center might not be cooked. You don't want to be eating raw dough. Although some of you freaks out there might. Okay, so we got that all layered in there. Set that aside for a moment. Grab our trash, throw it away. Now, the next step is browning the meat. But first things first is we got to cut the onion for that. Obviously, you want to get the skin off. Oh, this one's being difficult, huh? Come on. Of course, I got the most difficult onion you can get. Just get just a little bit of, there's a thin layer of like a skin, like a film, just under the outer layer. If you can get a hold of that, it usually peels so much better. I just cannot seem to get a hold of, oh, that was better. Fingers are going to smell like onions and almonds. Okay. Set that down for a moment. Throw away the scraps. Stuff you're not going to use. Okay. Now. Okay. So we want to dice the onion. So first things first, we'll cut it in half. And then we're going to run a knife not all the way through. See, I'm not cutting to the very back. There's a reason for that. so it can hold together while you slice. And then we're going to come in, do a couple of these. Please be very, very careful. And then we come in. We're going to take it slow. There's no need. We're not in a hurry. Now, if you're well versed in your knife skills, if you want to go faster, go faster. And then one final chop over it just to make sure everything is diced. Now I'm only going to do half the onion, mainly because, you know, some people in the house are not big, huge fans of onions. And that's okay. But this is, I mean, this is a pretty big onion. Now, personally, I love onions. I use the wrong size cutting board for this. That's okay. I do have a bigger one, which is what I should have used, but that is okay. All right. So we're going to save this onion for later. Bag. Ziploc bag. Couldn't even think. Make sure you get all the air out of it. But you don't have to refrigerate it. It's not necessary. Now let's get our ground beef out of the fridge. Now it calls for ground beef and pork. And there's a couple different things in this recipe I'm going to change ever so slightly. It calls for ground beef and pork. But I had the hardest time finding ground pork at the store. They just didn't have it. Don't know why. I thought that was crazy. But they just didn't have it. So we're doing 2 pounds of ground beef instead of beef and pork. Careful not to drop it. Also, most times when you make anything with ground beef or ground pork, it will tell you to drain it after browning it. This recipe does not, because you're going to use the fat as part of your binder. Now, the other thing I don't quite understand is it says not to, it doesn't have any seasoning. Oh, no. No, ladies and gentlemen. My Brock Lesnar seasoning came in today. We're going to use it. So we'll go ahead and get this started. Yeah, see, that's plenty of onion. I mean, I would have, if it was, you know, just me, I'd have done the whole onion in there. I'm going to generously season that. There we go. We're also going to throw some minced garlic in there. Again, doesn't call for it, but this is what I mean when you say recipes are guidelines. Certain things do need to be followed to a T, but for the most part, like when it comes to seasoning and stuff, season it how you like. Make it how you like it. So we add some minced garlic there. Now, one thing else we're going to have to do as this browns up because another thing we have to do is dice up some pickles. So we're just breaking up this ground beef, mixing everything together as we cook it. Very glad I went with my deeper skillet too. Go with a deeper skillet if you got it. I mean, if all you have is a regular skillet, it'll work. Just got to be real careful as you're mixing everything. Oh, we got a little scraggler. Go back in there. Oven's clean. It's fine. All right. Now, so while this is browning up, we're going to go ahead and measure out our liquids that we got to add in here. We got Worcestershire, mustard, and ketchup. And it should be ready right about the time the pie is ready to get bumped up to that. All right, so we need half a cup ketchup, half cup of mustard, and 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And I can't find any of my half cup measuring. Are you serious? You know what though? You know what? Watch this. Come on. Stop. You got plenty of mustard in there. So we got half a cup of mustard. What I'm doing, half cup mustard. Plus half a cup of ketchup equals a cup. So even though I've lost my freaking all my half cup measuring cups for some reason, and then we need 2 tablespoons tablespoon. Okay. Two tablespoons of the Worcestershire sauce. That can go in the fridge now. It's browning up quite nice. Onions are caramelizing very nice too. Yes, there is one big piece of onion in there. We'll see who gets that. And we're going to add our liquid ingredients there and mix them together for 3 to 4 minutes. And as we're mixing them up, we will start dicing up the pickles. The 3/4 cup. That I have. Now you want 3/4 cups, but without the liquid. And just like I told you before, recipes are more of a guideline. So if you want a little bit more pickle or a little less pickle, that's up to you. That'll do. Pickles now go in the fridge. Let's double check the book. I'm pretty sure all we have to do is crank up the oven to 400 and do 30 to 35 minutes. But we'll double check the book. Yep. Shush. All right, we're going to get this up to 400. Okay. All right, since it's preheating, I'm going to need the timer. 30-minute timer. Now, we go ahead and add all of this. The mustard, ketchup, and Worcestershire sauce, which I'm 99% sure I'm saying correctly. Worcestershire? Worcestershire? I don't know. Okay, now mix this all together. And then while this sits and mixes for 3 to 4 minutes, which we will set that timer on the microwave, we'll do 3.5 minutes. We will go ahead and dice up the pickles. Now this one is a little bit more just kind of random chopping. Now, one thing about a chef knife that makes it great is this beveled edge, so you can rock cut. And rock cutting is one of the best ways to dice when you have a pile like this. But you can also chop. Okay. Nice. Diced up there. Oh, I missed what you asked about Braun Breaker. Um, y'all had a whole conversation without me. I wish the chat was working.
At least you don't call it wash your sister sauce.
Ew. What? Ew. Who calls it that? That's gross. There goes the house phone again. Now, once that timer goes off, we're going to pull that off the heat, add the pickles, mix them in, pour it over our mixture, and then add cheese on top. Now, it says American cheese. I went with Colby Jack because, again, recipes are suggestions. So we got that Colby Jack out there. It is starting to thicken up. Timer had 30 seconds left on it. We're going to go by eye for the rest of it. Got 25 minutes left in the pie, which does affect our ability to bake this, which kind of sucks. But it's okay. I don't think Braun Breaker's going after Gunther on the main roster. He may be getting called up, but I don't think he's going to be going after Gunther. I think that story is going to go with Chad Gable. Also, I don't know if you can call him up after he murdered somebody on live TV. He crushed Von Wagner's head between the stairs. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off the heat. I'm going to take our pickles. Go ahead and brush them on in there. We're going to stir that together. Now, I'm not going to immediately add this to the biscuit topping yet because I said we still got 25 minutes on the pie, and I don't want the biscuits cooking under the heat of the meat. So we're just going to stir these pickles in, and we're going to let this sit. In fact, I will keep it warm. I'll put it on low. But now it's time to get ready for the salad.
Hydrate.
Hydrate. Good call. Now, get to the salad. So, the salad, we do got to cook the quinoa. But other than that, it's pretty simple. So let's cook the quinoa. So first thing you want to do is you do want to rinse it off. Okay. So we got to add 2 cups of water. And that 2 cups of water is going to be into our pot to boil. You want to get it to a boil first. Again, I don't cook quinoa very often because I'm not really a fan, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Dry that off because I'm going to need it. Now, the other thing you have to do with quinoa is you do have to rinse it off. We're going to do a cup of quinoa into our strainer, a fine mesh strainer. We're going to run it under some cold water. So the water runs clear. And then we're going to drain well. We're actually going to let that sit and drain while the water is coming to a boil. And it's already almost there. Well, that's good. Pie's looking good, and it might actually be out a little bit earlier. It's already looking golden brown. We'll keep an eye on it. All right, water is boiling. So this has to cook for 12 to 15 minutes. So we're going to put it in there. I'm going to mix it up and reduce to a simmer, and then cover. Reduce to a simmer. Grab our lid. Whoop. Might be in the dishwasher. Yeah. All right, and then let that simmer for 12 to 15 minutes. So we'll set timer. Set it for 12 and we'll check it. Keep our meat going here. Okay. Now, the rest of this is going to be about, oh, one more thing we got to do. Drain our chickpeas. But those don't have to be cooked. Okay, cool. Got our chickpeas. And we need our dressings and our chicken. Oh, the chicken. Nice chicken. But we got to heat it up. Luckily, that's what microwaves are for. Crap. Okay, so we need cup. We're going to dice that up a little bit more too. And we're going to go a little bit more than a cup because why not? So we're going to pop this in the microwave for a moment. Didn't think I need the microwave today. Forgot all about this. All right, 2 minutes there. So we got to cut up our cucumber. And we got our mixed greens and everything. Let's dice up our cucumber here. Let's grab our dressings. Mixed greens, shredded carrots. All right. We'll chop up the mixed greens a little bit too. First and foremost, rinse off our cutting board. Dry it off. Check on the pie. Pie's looking good. I'm going to give it only another maybe 5 minutes. Apparently my cucumber came with a condom. Protection first, I guess. Okay. Now it calls for just, it says an English cucumber. That wasn't possible to get. I just got a regular one. We're going to use half of it. So we're bisecting it and then bisecting it again. And then cutting thin strips. Sometimes thin, sometimes not. Oop. Cut it a little shallow. That's okay. We can just break it up. Did I cut it shallow on this one too? Yeah. Oops. I got to be careful of that. Okay. So we got cucumbers. Chicken is done. I'll let that cool for a second. So, in layering these, you're going to do the salad dressing first. Now we've got 3 different salad dressings here because we got 3 different people here. One is going to be honey mustard. And again, you can pick whatever dressing you want. That is entirely up to you. Pour that in first. Okay, quick rinse. Not so quick rinse. Honey mustard is really on there. All right, so there's that one. Ooh, my orange juice. No more orange juice. Okay. So next one. This one's going to be Thousand Island. I just realized where I screwed up. It's not a cup of dressing per. It's a cup of dressing divided. It's supposed to be a quarter cup. You're supposed to make 4. Whoops. Okay. How do I fix this? I have an idea. Funnel. Funnel is our friend. We're going to do the same thing for the honey mustard because I'm dumb. Only supposed to be a quarter cup of dressing. Well, you live and you learn. Mistakes happen. Happy little accidents. We can fix it. No big deal. I was wondering why this felt so empty. All right. Let's try this again. Supposed to be a quarter cup. That makes a lot more sense. While we're at it, let's pull the pie out. We're going to kick this down to 375. Leave it open for just a little bit. Now I'm going to show off the pie before we go any further with these salads. the pie needs to sit somewhere where it can cool off. And we'll get back to the salads in a moment. There's the pie. Looks good, right? Letters didn't come out like I wanted them to. I probably should have cut them like a little bit bigger of a gap, but it's all good. So what we're going to do, we're going to stick this over here to rest. Let that cool down. Now, let us get ready. And take this and pour it over. It smells delicious. That. Spread it out. Nice and even. Okay. Make sure we get it right. Top with cheese. Okay. It says 8 slices of cheese. I think we just cover it. See how it does. Because I think these slices are a little bit bigger than your typical. Okay. That's 6. What we're going to do is we're going to break one in half. That's 7. No, it is going to be 8. And I'll show you why, because I'm going to go right down that middle. Just like that. Okay. So now it goes in the oven, 35 to 40 minutes. And you, on the last 5 minutes, you're going to add the crushed corn chips, if you haven't done yet, but we will. Yeah, you don't put the lid in the oven. That was dumb. Oh well. We got it in there. We're good. Okay. So we will do timer. We're going to do 30 to start. Okay. Let's go back to the salads. So we got the honey mustard done. Fixed. Quarter cup. Not a whole cup. And then my personal favorite, Catalina. Creamy ranch, or creamy French. Creamy ranch. A little extra ain't gonna hurt me. Okay, put our dressings away. Put our cheese away. Dressings. Trash. Cheese. Alright, so we're going to layer this. Oh. So then it says chicken's next. Now again, we want to dice up the chicken. Pie's done. We already knew that. Now, this is supposed to be diced, but as you can see, they were big, big chunks. Let's make them smaller. I think it's going to be easier for the salad. Yes, I'm cutting them on a paper plate, so sue me. Okay. So we're going to go chicken. Okay. And carrots. We got our carrots right here. A quarter cup of shredded carrots. Grab our quarter cup back. They escaped. A little extra. I like carrots. Yeah, it's about a quarter cup. I am making a huge mess. Okay. Good Lord. Could I be any messier, huh? And then after that, the carrots, it is the chickpeas. Save the rest of these for another day. Okay. All right, what next? Quinoa, which is done. That's hot. That's all right. Actually, let's let that cool down just a bit. I'm going to add some of it to a bowl, stick it in the fridge for a moment, let it cool down. Should be enough. Actually, let's go real quick, cool down, stick it in the freezer. So there's going to be cucumbers and then the greens. Now the mixed greens, I want to chop up some. So grab my other cutting board just because it's bigger. It's going to be easier to do with the mixed greens. I'm eyeballing it here. It's fine. We can do that. Now, normally with greens, you want to tear these by hand. It's better. It doesn't like activate triggers in the lettuce, kill the nutrients. But since I want to make it chopped fine, okay, that'll be fine. All right. Quinoa's cooled down enough. Yeah, there's still a little steam, but that's because it's coming out of the freezer. Okay. All right, cucumbers are next. Even only doing half that cucumber, I got a lot of cucumber. So we're gonna load that up on all of these salads. Cucumber's good anyways. Okay, cucumber and then greens. So shove the greens in there. Shove the greens in there. This is a messy ass salad. Shove the greens in there. Oh, that one can use some more. And then you take the lid, put it on there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a shaker salad. Isn't that pretty? It looks good. Now, obviously, we're going to shake it before we use it. Get this out the way here. We're going to stick these in the fridge for a little bit while we get ready for the casserole to be done. And then we're going to clean up while we're also doing that. Set all that aside. Put away our Brock Lesnar seasoning. Got 20 minutes left on that. Oh, we still got to crush these, so we'll do that here in a second. Well, let's clean up. I am a messy, messy boy. I swear by this stuff, by the way. It's a eucalyptus-based cleaner. Completely safe on cooking surfaces. It's safe for pets, safe for humans, and does a really good job of cleaning. All right. So, getting back to the Winchester surprise here. We're going to get ourselves a gallon Ziploc bag. And open up these chips. And pour maybe like half the bag. Corn chips for later. I'm going to take this, get it most of the air out, zip it all the way closed. We're going to grab our rolling pin. This is the fun part about cooking. And the reason you want to try to get all the air out, or most of the air out, because you don't want the bag to pop. Okay. And there we have our ground, our crushed up chips to lay over top in the last 5 minutes. Which we got 16 minutes left. So we are letting our salads cool off as well as our pie. So we got that. Actually, let's put a pie cam. All right, pie cam. Now it says to let it cool down for 2 hours. Obviously, I can't let you guys go without me cutting off a piece and trying it. I gotta try it, right? Right? That's what we're going to use. But we've got 15 minutes left on the casserole. Although it's looking awfully golden brown now. My oven does seem to cook pretty fast, doesn't it, guys? I'm a little worried about the biscuits. At the 10-minute mark, we'll sprinkle on the, and then do 5 more minutes. In fact, let's do this. Timer off. Timer on. Do 5 minutes on timer. When it goes off, we will add the chips. So now that we've got about 10 minutes to kill and I really have nothing else to do, now I can actually read chat. And for some reason, chat's not coming up on the screen, but it's there. So if you have any questions or anything you'd like to say, throw it at me now. No idea why chat isn't working. Now it's working. At the end of the show. Great. We got our pie cam here. Pie cam. Got Fat Man cam here. Got 4 more minutes before we can put the crust on, or the crust. You know what I mean. What'd you guys send to Discord? Well, damn. General Adnan passed away at age 84. Wow. That's crazy. Well, you know what? I got a moment. We can go ahead and get a picture of our pie. Let's do that. Okay. Back to the pie can. Guess we could do the shaker salad pictures too. At least some of them. Back in the fridge you go. No, open up. Back in the fridge you go. And by the way, when we try these salads, if they're not 100% great, you know what always helps make a salad great? Tomatoes. I've got tomatoes on the side, so we can do that. So no worries there. Might as well put stuff away while I'm at it. Okay, we got a minute left before we add these. We're going to need both of these. Oh, yeah, very golden brown. Very golden brown. All right. Sprinkle. Yes, I'm aware. All right. All right, let's put this back in the oven. Five more minutes. That'll be that. Okay. Okay. So our pie is there. Gonna have salad. Go ahead and get. Oh no, all my stuff over here is ready. Three minutes. Okay, so you're doing Marvel next? Yes, we're doing Marvel next. Now, it won't be exactly the same format. They don't really have a lot of appetizers in the book. So it'll just be mainly entree and dessert. Plus, their entrees, like I said, they're kind of complicated. They're a lot of work. So I think it'll be okay with just entrees and desserts. Um, but yeah. And there's a certain somebody, I don't know if they're still in chat or not. There's a certain somebody whose birthday is next Thursday. And so I've already talked with him about what to do. So we're going to be doing the Deadpool chimichangas and the Cosmic Donuts. So that's what we're doing next week. And it's quite an undertaking, but I'm looking forward to it. And again, it's for somebody's special day. So I'm all for it. Two minutes left. 2 minutes. This is one of the things about a cooking live stream versus doing it like on YouTube where you can edit it down and stuff. A lot of staying around. I thought I did pretty good on the timing on most things, um, but just a little bit off. It's all good though. So as soon as it beeps at me and says it has 1 minute left, I'm just going to go ahead and pull it because I'm impatient and I'm hungry. And there it goes. Put our gloves back on. Oh, oh, that heat wave was aggressive. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, baby. Pie cam becomes casserole cam. Look at that bad boy. Look good, don't it? Okay. Now, let's get us some Come on. Mm. Okay. Boy, does that look good. Mm. Look at that. Look at it. So yummy looking. Try to get a little bit of everything there. Obviously, I just put it in the oven, so it's very hot. That is so good. Oh man. And what should be like a very basic dish, ground beef and pork, mustard, ketchup, Worcestershire. Obviously I added a little bit to it, but man alive. That is delicious. It's so good. My God. I gotta get a picture of it. It's just, oh, man. Oh, it's so good. All right, let's take a look at this pie. Set you aside for just a minute. It's pie time. Still very warm. Extra crust fell off there. That's okay. Not that one. I knew I washed this for a reason. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, baby. Gotta get a picture, for the gram. Now, this is probably darker than they would expect. Let's get a bite, shall we? Where'd my fork go? Oh, it's over there. That's fine. Now, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of cherry pie, so we'll see. Hot. Still hot. However, that's really good. The almond and vanilla is, I think, something that most people don't add to their cherry pies. And this is delicious. And at room temperature, probably even better. But yeah, that came out well. I made a mess. Okay. So now it's salad time, which is actually your starter. But this comes the most fun part of dinner tonight. This is going to be the most fun part of the night because you get to be like you're in a mariachi band. They call me Cuban B. I'm the king of the rumba beat. And I go rock, boom, chicky boom, chicky boom. All right. Come off. Okay. All right, let's give this one a go. Here's a plastic fork for this one. Try to get everything in the bite. And quinoa is actually a super nice touch. I think the issue I've had with quinoa before is it's by itself like a rice. Mixing it in here, man, oh man, is that good. Whew, that came out very well. Oh, I liked it. And chickpeas are good too. Chicken's great. Just good. It's not even missing tomato. It's fine. Mm, 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 mm. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today. Once again, thank you so much for coming along on this ride. It's been a ton of fun. So happy to get our first series out of the way. Supernatural is always a blast. We will come back to this book at another time. I hope you guys enjoy cooking with me. Don't forget, if you like what you see, get some merch over at our merch store. You can get an apron. There's hats. There's shirts. There's thermoses. It's all there. But that's going to do it for the show. Please like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. And we will see you guys next week as we jump into Marvel. Love, peace, and bacon grease.